Have you ever had a dream but not sure how to take it to reality?
Welcome to Colonize the Ocean podcast, where we discuss oceanic colonization, exploration, and education with your hosts Adam Jewell and Brendan Traxler.
So ASC is sort of in this limbo area right now, this unknown as we're moving forward and as we're looking forward to 2025. This is part of my December series here, end of 2024, talking about upcoming changes, upcoming events, upcoming just pieces of information for you out there. But when I get thinking about, where we're at and what ASC is doing, a lot comes to mind. There's ASC has been a dream of mine for, probably over half my life at this point in time, starting back in high school. So it's one of those things where part of me is like, this is, and the problem is that I know we have a great vision, we have a great product, and this could fundamentally change a lot of things, as well as just open up different avenues if we can get the funding and if we can get moving forward. And I say if, because it's not going to stop until either I die or there's some solid factual proof that this can't happen type of thing. So, I'm going to continue to fund it, self-fund it. We've got Patreon members. We've got money coming in from other people here and there type of thing. So it's going to continue to moving forward. But what I want to get to with this short podcast here, I want to drag this out too super long, but is how do you take that dream that you've got and how do you turn that actually into something real and tangible? And on top of that is how do you do that without giving too much away? That's been, I think, part of the ASC's problem is that in my attempt to garner following and get the word out there of who ASC is and what we're trying to do, I've given a lot of information out there about what our plans are and how to do them. And I don't want to say, we just had a discussion the other night, is what ASC trying to do the best way of doing it? Because if so, okay. If not, then we've done a lot of legwork for a bunch of other other organizations and companies out there who seem to be mirroring what we've been saying. So either this is the way to do it and everybody's on board, or people are taking the words that ASC, I am saying out there and using them to advance themselves, which I have a problem with. But since I don't know, that's part of the reason why we're making some changes in 2025 is because fortunately I never give out everything, that I have as far as vision goes, because I don't want, because of that concern. That's if I could run with it and then we have nothing. So I'm very mindful of that. But back to my point here, as I continue to segue off of the main point here, is how do we take that and we move forward? And it takes a lot of hard work. I think often, when you have something amazing and you have this, what you think is a groundbreaking idea, they're just going to flock to us. It's not going to be an issue. And I was there when I first made ASC and LLC. I had conversations. I said, hey, all we need to do is raise $100,000. Not a big deal to get this thing started. That's, 100 people giving $1,000 or 1,000 people giving $100. It's not that hard to do. It is that hard to do, especially starting off. As we move forward, as we continue to grow, getting money, we could call on people and get more money, obviously. But at the same time, you have to have something to show for that. And that is where the struggle comes in, is we don't have the money to show a product or a prototype. And because we don't have a prototype or something to show, the money's not coming in. So it's a very catch-22 type situation. So it can be daunting. It can be struggling. It can definitely affect egos or just your mental well-being. There, I mean, it's a kick to the gut once in a while. But I think at the end of the day, the only way to circumvent that and to get above it is continued hard work. You can't sit there and think that just because you have a great idea, that it's not one that people are going to come to it. They're not, and they may, but the chances of that happening are slim. And for you to just sit back and wait for that to happen, you're just wasting time. I know that ASC has definitely wasted a lot of time with that sort of mentality in the past. It is something that I have tried to stop and focus more on building ASC and moving forward. I know this is a little bit longer one, so I appreciate you guys hanging in with me for however long this is. But I think it's important to understand that we are working harder. I am working harder. In 2025, I'm going to work harder to fine-tune, not necessarily the message, because I think we've pretty much done that, but the focus so that we can build this and that we can answer the call to everybody out there that's been wanting underwater habitats and want them affordable, and not just for scientific research. It's for everybody, and that's the big thing with ASC is we have to build them so that anybody can visit that wants to visit them. That is our vision. That's what we're trying to do, and moving it from the idea of, hey, that's a great idea, to this is a physical underwater habitat out there for you to come visit. That's a huge hurdle, but it's one that I know we can do. We are going to do, and in 2025, that is what we're definitely working harder and harder to achieve, by making some drastic changes to just what you the listener, the viewer, whomever takes in. So just hang on, listen to next week's. I'm going to dive into some more stuff then. Yeah, thank you again for hanging out for this longer one here, and I appreciate everybody that continues to follow and continues to consume this and continues to join us on this journey.